Hi, my name is Josephine, and today we're going to be finding the volume and surface area of 3D objects. For our first problem, we're going to find the volume and surface area of a sphere with a radius of 4. First, we're going to draw a picture. Pretend it's a sphere. The radius is 4. We're going to start with volume. So the equation for volume is 4/3 pi r cubed. You know that the radius is 4, so you're going to plug in 4 for r. And when you plug that into your calculator, you should get 256 over 3 pi as your answer for the volume. Next is surface area. The equation for surface area is 4 pi r squared. Again, you're going to plug in the radius of 4 into the equation. You plug that into your calculator and you should get 64 pi. Okay, next we're going to find the surface area and volume of a cylinder with a radius of 2 meters and a height of 7 meters. First, we're going to draw a picture to help visualize. We know that the radius is 2 meters and that the height is 7 meters. If we're starting with the volume, for any prism like this, you're going to find the area of the base and multiply by the height. So the area of the base is pi r squared times height, and then we're going to plug in our numbers 2 and 7 into that equation. So it's going to be pi times 2 squared times height of 7, which is going to be 28 pi for our volume. And then for surface area, we want to add up the surface area of the bottom, the top, and the sides. So to get the bottom and the top, it's the two circles. So you're going to do 2 times pi r squared. Okay, so we're going to do the bottom and the top, so 2 pi r squared, because the area of the circle is pi r squared. You need 2 of those. And then you're going to add on the surface area of the middle part, so it's going to be the height times the circumference, which is of the circle, which is 2 pi r. Now you're going to plug the numbers in, so you're going to get 2 times pi 2 squared plus 7 times 2 pi times 2. So this is going to simplify to 28 pi, and then this is going to simplify to 4 times 2, it's going to be 8 pi, and then in total that's going to be 36 pi for the surface area. Today we're going to find the volume and surface area of a triangular prism with base dimensions of 3 by 3 and a height of 7 and a slant height of 5. So first we're going to draw a picture to model this. I'm going to start with a triangle. It doesn't have to be perfect, just something to help you visualize. Okay, anyway, you know that your base dimensions are 3 by 3, so this is a square triangular prism. And then the height of the whole prism is 7, but then it's important to notice that this, like the slant, like this right here, is 5. So the 7 is like straight in the middle, and then the 5 is like the slant height right there. Okay, first to find the volume, it's very similar to how you would find the volume of a rectangular prism. You do base times height, but because it's a rectangular prism and it's not the full rectangle, like we're missing all of this, you're gonna do 1/3 times the base times the height. So the base is 3 times 3, and then you're going to multiply that by the height of the prism, not the slant height. So we're going to use 7, and this is going to equal 21. Next, for the surface area, we need the base plus the 4 triangular sides. So for the base, it's going to be 3 times 3, and then we need to add each of the 4 triangles. All of the triangles are going to be the same since they all have the same base length, which is 3, and they all have the same slant height, which is 5. So you're going to add 4 triangles, so 4, and then each triangle is going to be, if we think of the formula for a triangle, it's 1/2 base times height, right? So you're going to do 1/2 times base, which is 3, and then times the height, the slant height of the triangle, not the whole pyramid, since we're just doing surface area, it's just the slant height, times 5, and then we're going to add everything together. So we have 9 plus 2 times 3 times 5, which is 30, which will equal 39. You can also just plug this into your calculator. Thanks for watching!